great to see all these amazing, beautiful faces out here. And so I wanted to start off with, my name is Nando Rodriguez, and if you're on Twitter, definitely, give me a shout out, tweet me at Nandoism over here. And so we want to welcome everybody here to Single and Stilettos and kind of guide you through a couple of experts' opinions in dating, sex, and relationships. Now, what's great about this is that you're going to hear different viewpoints. You're going to hear different, well, this is what I would do, this is what I suggest you do, and that's great, and that's fabulous. And I think that we need that variety, because obviously sometimes we get stuck in our own dating dilemmas, and so this is a great opportunity, and we owe it all to this amazing woman who's sitting right here next to me, Suzanne, who brought this together, the idea. So I want to just give you like a round of applause for bringing us here. And before we start off with asking, like, where did the idea of Single and Stilettos come from?
Well, for those of you that don't know me, I'm a matchmaker and dating coach. The name of my company is Dream Bachelor and Bachelorette. And how I came up with this concept was I interview women all day long as potential matches for my male clients. And so what I started to notice as I kept interviewing women over and over is I would ask them the same question is, well, what else are you doing to meet the man of your dreams? And I noticed the trend is that women kept saying one or two things. They would say, I'm doing online dating, or I'm going out to bars, clubs, or maybe I'm meeting them through friends and family. And I realized that women are just not doing enough to meet the man of their dreams. And I'll give you an example. If any of you were to lose your job today, you would do everything in your power to get a new job. You would go online, you would contact headhunters, you would contact friends, family members, you would network, and you would do everything until you found the right job. And theoretically, a man is supposed to last longer than the jobs in our life, right? So I don't know why we're doing things to meet the man of our dreams. So that's why I came up with Single and Stilettos, because I really wanted to empower women to give them all the resources and access to these amazing dating and relationship and sex experts, so that you can find the different ways of meeting the guy, not just through online dating, not through just me, a matchmaker, but also all the other avenues. And it's not going to singles events, it's really just empowering you and really changing your life and using the information that these experts are going to give you to get out there and really meet the guy of your dreams, because he's not going to come showing up at your door. And if he does, and this is New York, we're all going to think he's some crazy man.
Run away. So let me ask you something. So you made a really good point about, and it's true, if we were to lose our jobs, we'd start networking, we'd start reaching out to people that we didn't even really like in the first place. We'd start going crazy trying to figure out, how can I get that next job? How am I going to pay the rent? Now, do you think that there's a stigma? Yeah, it's a great parallel, job versus finding somebody. Do you think there's still a stigma with, am I desperate if I go through all these measures and finding somebody?
Yeah.
Or are we releasing that?
Yeah, I think, there shouldn't be a stigma. It's about, being proactive in your life, because one thing that drives me crazy is when I hear women complain that, oh, dating is horrible in New York. I gotta tell you, it's not that horrible in New York. It's actually one of the best cities to date. It's about using all the resources that you can to help you empower yourself and to meet a man. So we can take away that stigma and be more proactive in doing those things.
And so in the ideology of putting this together, the main goal, you say, or what would you say is the main takeaway that people should walk out, that ladies should walk out here now?
First of all, I'm very excited to see all the women that are here early, because a lot of women were saying to me before this event came up is that they didn't want to come in the morning, that they would be here in the afternoon. And to me, this is a one-day event, and I'm giving you all the resources you can. So the fact that you guys are here this early, it tells me that you guys are really, really serious about wanting to find the right man and find out all this information from the experts. So what I would say, what you want to take away from this is sit through every session, and every session may not be right for you, but take away from it what applies to you and try and work with it and get out there and do it when you leave this conference. Because if you don't apply these techniques, it's not going to help you. So really try to make changes in your life. Do not sit there and go, you know what, my life sucks, I don't have a guy. So.
And what do you think already? Don't you feel like just being here present in the moment, trying to get that education is already a big step?
It is. It's you know, half the battle is honestly taking that step and saying, you know what, I want to empower myself. And once you take that step and start trying to change your life, you will change your life. But it's not only changing, I think a lot of us try to change how we look on the outside, and we think, oh, if I look great, you know, with my hair, my makeup, the way I look on my body. It's not just about that, it's also changing your inner being, because if you are desperate or you're in a bad space, it doesn't matter, you don't have to say it, men can smell it. And I will tell you, Debbie Byrne, who's going to actually speak later today, is going to talk to you about changing your inner being. And I will tell you that one woman that took her seminar actually met her husband after she took that seminar. So, I mean, right after, I don't mean like months after, I mean literally right after. So it's really about changing your inner being and your outer being, because it's not just about being superficial and changing your looks.
Now, should the ladies participating in today's courses, seminar, workshop, should there be something that they keep in mind while they're, you know, listening to the presenters, or?
I would say just keep an open mind, because there's a lot of the presenters are going to tell you things that you probably didn't think of, and maybe you may think, oh, I can't do that, but you know what? Think about it, because again, try to change what you're doing right now, and that could change your life. And the other thing is that I have the top dating and relationship and sex experts coming today to speak to you guys. You guys need to take advantage not only of just listening to them, but asking the questions. There's going to be a Q&A, and ask as many questions as you can. And during the happy hour, that's your time to get one-on-one time with all these great experts and really ask them any questions that you have. So.
Do we want to open, I know it's early and maybe the coffee hasn't kicked in yet, but do we want to open up the floor to like anything, any questions, you know? I always hate this part of it, someone just like, it's too early, don't ask me questions. But is there anything out there? Probably not. Okay. I'm opening it up.
It's okay. You guys will have tons of questions as we go on throughout the day.
And you're gonna have to get comfortable with me, because fortunately or unfortunately, I will be emceeing or hosting the entire event. So that's a lot of Nando. So I hope that you ladies feel very comfortable with me. And not only am I going to be doing that, I'm also going to be doing two different workshops or presentations. So I see some people rolling their eyes already. Oh, that means the caffeine kicked in and not anything else. All right. But I'm very excited. We have some great people. Some of them are really good friends of mine that we're in the dating, sex, and relationship industry field. Aviola has termed as the sexuality, which is amazing, right? But no questions, and no questions, then I guess. Yes.
It's more of a comment, but I want to know why you agree with me. I'm finding that society is more forgiving towards men that are aging than towards women that are aging. Like if a man has gray hair a little bit, it's okay, but if a woman does, it's not. Do you find that?
You know, it really depends.
Did you ladies hear the question? Yeah, okay.
I mean, it really depends. And I think, you know, there's always somebody that's going to have this feeling towards women that are getting older. But you have to remember, this is about empowering you. You have to feel comfortable in your own skin, and you have to have the confidence that you're worth something. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, because you will find the right man that doesn't care about that. Any other questions?
You know, you were talking about how you find that even though women think that they're doing all that they can to meet men or to meet the right kind of man, that they're not. Do you find, because I know you also coach men, I'm sure, do you think that men are doing all they can to find the right woman, or is it kind of like an afterthought for them?
No, I think it's the same. I think a lot of us just kind of hope that, you know, fate's going to happen and we're just going to meet the right person. And I got to tell you, it's a lot of work. Dating and trying to find the right person is a lot of work, and it can be exhausting, but if you're really serious about it, then you've got to put in the hard work. I mean, I think all of us can think of something that we accomplished in our life that we are so proud of, and we did it because it was a lot of hard work. And finding a mate is not easy, so we have to remember that. So if you put in the hard work, you're going to get great results. If you put in so-so results, you're going to get so-so results. I mean, so-so work, you're going to get so-so results.
But do you find that men are actively seeking as much as women are?
Actively seeking?
Actively looking for love.
I think they are, but here's the thing is that, I don't know if you women know this, is that in New York City, you're actually at a disadvantage. There's actually more single women in New York than there are single men. So when I talk about strategy and dating, it's that you need to go to places where the deck is stacked in your favor. So going to places where there's more men, whether it's cigar bars or steakhouses or Scotch bars. Scotch bars are really big right now. You're going to find more men there. And I know a lot of you ladies probably don't drink Scotch, but that's where you're going to meet a lot of men.